I went viral twice within a span of 6 months. And today I want to share exactly what I learned and some strategies that you could possibly use to go viral. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Catara Lane. I'm a video editor and a YouTube strategist. And here's the thing, it's not just about luck or algorithms. There's actually a system to it. And once you sort of go viral once, you start to get a sense of what may work, what may not work. And you get like a gut feeling of when it's going to happen again. The first thing that I learned is you don't necessarily have to reinvent the wheel when it comes to viral video ideas. In fact, the best viral video ideas are actually the ones that have proven to go viral again and again, but aren't oversaturated. So think of a topic that's maybe trending in your industry and see if there's either 1 to up to maybe even 7 videos done on it in the past year. That means it's possibly trending. Or if the video was done a very long time ago and nobody has made a video on it since, but that one video that you've seen did really good, you might can recreate it and add your own thoughts and do it again. Now, here's the interesting sort of like thing about the strategy that I am talking about. I was unintentionally sort of doing it because I have my ideas and then I create the videos on it and do the thumbnails and such and do the research sort of like before I upload. For example, with the posting daily for 20 days video, I had the idea, I made the video, and then I searched up and saw that there was another video exactly like it. But it was literally only 1 to 2 other videos like that. And then with the second video, I kind of already had my thoughts about editing, and these are literally just thoughts that I had in my head. And then when I searched for it again, I found a couple of other similar videos, but it wasn't a ton of videos. It was literally under 7. So I had an inkling that it would perform well after I did my research, after I recorded it. And when I posted it, it actually did well. And interestingly enough, I actually posted the video at the wrong time by an accident. I usually post my videos on at 10:30 on Mondays, but I also schedule all of my videos at one time, so I must have made a mistake and, I scheduled it sort of like the night before. But when I looked at the video, I saw that it still had that sort of like high click-through rate. It still did really well. So that sort of just, I feel like that sort of just goes to show that if the video is going to do really well, it's going to do really well no matter what time you post it. Now, again, I've never intentionally did it the other way around where I sort of like searched for the ideas first and then create the videos based on that. But I think you guys should try it and let me know how it goes. So I think that what a lot of creators actually get well is you have really good content ideas and you have really good videos, really good content. It's just not packaged well. And I've been working on this literally since I got on YouTube. So of course I could package my videos probably a little better as well. But YouTube wants to push out content because YouTube wants to keep people on the platform. So YouTube algorithm is not your, sworn enemy. YouTube doesn't hate you. I promise you, you probably just need to package it better. And then with that, thumbnails are also really important. I've tried a few different ways. I switch up my thumbnails probably like every 6 months or so, but they pretty much stay the same. They pretty much follow the same format all across the board. They might have a different element in it, but also testing, different ideas, sort of like different backgrounds also help because the 2 videos that went viral for me, they were outside of what my thumbnails actually normally look like. So with that, the 20 days video, I had sort of like analytics behind me, but the font and I was still there, so that was still the same, just the background was different. And then in the editing video, that background was also slightly different from my other videos. So I usually have like the same background in my thumbnails, but this video was literally a screenshot. I mean, this thumbnail for this video was literally just a screenshot of me in the video with text on it, which was the same font as always, and then some other elements with, some fire. So, yeah. And also, YouTube lets you now test up to 3 thumbnails in your videos. on desktop. I don't think it's on your phone yet. So you should definitely be using all three thumbnails to see what's working better, or like what wording really, attracts different type of viewers, or which one gets more views or watch time hours, because that's how YouTube calculates it technically. With the second viral videos, I tested three thumbnails for that video and they were kind of all of the same. They all had the same wording in it, but they were like slightly different. So yeah. Now I'm actually going to say another thing, and that's actually that editing for retention doesn't really matter for the viral videos. Both of my videos that went viral have little to no editing in it. One of them literally talks about how you don't have to edit. The first one, literally it's just me talking, a few screen shares, little to no edits. Sure, editing does help in some instances, but if people want to stick around, they're going to stick around. And I basically said that in another video. I like to make like this metaphor about editing. It's sort of like being in a bad relationship. Like if your editing is bad, but the content is good, then people will stick around because they're like, okay, it's not that bad. But also, if your content is like really good, people won't have a second thought about it because they'll be so tuned in to what you're saying. So, weird metaphor, I know, but that's the way I like to think about it. And the second video talks about this, and you can go look at the comments. Literally hundreds of people are saying they hate retention editing. So, do what you will with that information. And then to further this point, I literally got video editing clients from a video that talks about no editing. And it was very super ironic. That wasn't even the goal of that video. Now, did I receive maybe 2 or 3 comments wishing that there were more graphics in the video? Of course. But those 2 to 3 comments compared to like the hundreds of other comments telling me, thank you for sharing this information, you know, yeah, it's definitely something to think about. So this past spring, I actually went to the Grow with Video Live conference. It's hosted by Sean Cannell from Think Media. And he actually did sort of like a session on viral strategies that I want to share with you here today. There was 8 strategies specifically that he says the top 1% of creators use. And I actually talked about this in another video, but I'm going to share it here too, just in case you haven't checked that out. One of the things that stood out to me that he was talking about was the mass appeal method. And that was actually the first strategy. So creating content that applies to a really wide audience. So yes, definitely still create content that talks to a specific group of people, but also leaving some room in there for content that talks to a wide variety of people to get new people into your ecosystem, new people into your world. So content that does this really well is beginner level content, or content that a lot of people can relate to. What is something that you would share with someone who is just starting right now? That is the mass appeal method, or otherwise called top of funnel content. And I have a video talking about funnels and the type of funnels and stuff like that coming out soon. So number 1, mass appeal method. It's all about creating broad content that can appeal to a lot of people. Beginner level tutorials, this is a great example. Now, if you don't serve a beginner level content type of person, then I wouldn't make this like all of your content, but you definitely want to put a few videos in there for your strategy. Number 2 is the reaction strategy. So we've all sort of seen this. So like channel reviews, news channels, people reacting to other people's content, hair, videos, whatever the case may be. This is a great way to go viral because you're sort of like surfing the trend of things that's already trending. It's like when all of the Instagram news pages post literally all of the same videos, all of the same content. It's because they've seen it do well on another person's page, so they're going to do it again to get some of that attention over to them. Number 3 is ethical clickbait. So being clickbaity, but basically not taking it too far and, doing it sort of like in a good way, if that makes sense. So maybe using the clickbait to stir up emotions in people with a thumbnail or title, but still making sure that the content aligns with what you're actually, and not making it too far off of what you're saying. And then that brings me to number 4. So stirring up emotions and sparking curiosity. So what makes your audience super emotional? In marketing, we call this pain points. What are their pain points? How can you sort of use their pain points to sort of like bring them in or, make them pay attention to your content. It's about pulling people in to talk about something that they care about and can't help but to actually click on. Number 5 is culture surfing. So this is similar to the reaction strategy. And again, I'm just explaining what I heard at the conference, but it's all about riding trends that's already out there. So this could be to well-known brands, events, people. Think about how you can tie your content to something that's relevant right now. Number 6 was to craft punchy titles. So basically keeping your titles short, sweet, and to the point. If your title goes beyond what people can see when they look on their phone and it goes beyond those first 2 lines that people can read, then you may want to shorten that up. Number 7, use odd and specific numbers in titles. So whether it's with the days, the weeks, the months, so 7 months, or I don't know, how I did this in 32 days or 95 days, like really odd and specific numbers, And the 8th thing he talked about was building a YouTube Jedi Council. So surrounding yourself with a group of like-minded creators. Now, personally, me, I have a membership program where we talk about, you know, how to monetize your channel, how to make a money plan on the channel, and we bounce ideas off of each other. And then I also have a free Facebook group where I share updates in there, and it's like people can also ask their questions. And having that type of help can be a game changer because it's like, you have ideas to bounce back and forth off of people. You're not in this journey all alone. So yeah, think about how you can join some sort of like YouTube support group, basically. Now you can join mine on Facebook for free, or you can join a paid one, doesn't matter, but find at least one. And the last thing that I wanted to leave you with is YouTube actually wants to push out your content. I sometimes see a lot of creators and business owners, they're like, I haven't quite figured out the algorithm, or YouTube hates me, they don't push out my content, I have very low views, yada, yada, yada. And I don't think that's true because YouTube's main goal is to get people to stay on the platform. So why wouldn't they want to push your content? You basically just need to help them out by making sure your video is packaged well. YouTube knows where to send it to. Your title and your thumbnail draws people in. Your content actually keeps them interested in watching for a good amount of time. And yeah, don't be afraid to talk about your ideas, your opinions, what lights you up, because, people actually like that. They don't want to hear generic advice or things that they heard before. They want to hear different experiences, that they could possibly relate to. So yeah, if you found this video helpful and you've had a viral video or two, let me know down in the comments. Let me know what you learned from that experience. I'd love to hear your story. Also, I did mention my membership program in this video. So it's all about learning how to monetize your channel before you hit 4,000 watch time hours, 1,000 subscribers through digital products, services, or just figuring out what exactly your YouTube strategy is and coming in for tech support or whatever the case may be. So if you're interested in that, just click the link below in the description box to join my membership program. Thank you.